My name is Amanda Cook, and I'm a graduate student at Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, and I'm working on my master's degree in history. I have always loved history and been interested in history and have been seeking to turn that into a career. But I'm also a strong Christian and convinced that God wants me to use whatever I do in my life for my calling to also be in ministry in a way to honor Him. And what is so unique about Inhem's program is that they provided me this great opportunity to combine both of those things. With my work at the Church Federation, I was studying history and doing history, and yet I was finding how history could apply for a nonprofit Christian organization and how I can use my talents in history as a ministry. And so that's what I appreciated about this internship with the Church Federation. Originally, when I got the internship, I was just looking for a summer job, and I went to an internship fair at IUPUI and met some people from the Church Federation, and they told me about this position, which was perfect because I have an interest in history and they had a need for a historian for this summer. And what was even more perfect was when Intern agreed to fund my internship and fund my work at the Church Federation, and also encouraged me to think of this as more than a summer job, but as a chance to really explore my calling in life and how my talents can be used in the future to honor God and to help others. And so that's what I have appreciated about this experience, and that's what's made this internship particularly unique and helpful for me. And my Inhem internship was with the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis, where I helped them begin their preparations for their centennial in 2012. And the internship was a great alignment of my interest in history and the Federation's need for someone to work on their history, to organize it and write about their most recent history, and also help them begin planning for their centennial. So the main job I accomplished in my internship was writing about the Church Federation's history from 1987 until the present, because that was where their history book ended and they had that gap. So my job was to do research on that and to produce a final document for the Federation. Another thing I accomplished was convening a meeting of the Church Federation's charter churches and their historians and pastors for a time where those churches could share their stories and their histories and also hear about the Church Federation's history. So we just had that meeting at the end of September, and it was an excellent time for us to network. The internship was challenging in trying to find ways to prioritize projects and make sure that I'm doing day-to-day tasks while moving ahead on my long-term projects. But I definitely believe that it helped me learn about an organization, especially a nonprofit organization, how it runs, and how history can help give an organization a vision for its future, as well as a sense of its past. I think that was the most helpful part of my internship. The other thing that I appreciated most about Inhem and their focus on helping students find their calling is that they did give us time to think about our calling and think about what our internship taught us. And so I did some vocational reflection exercises and also some reading about history and about how academic history can really be a missions field. And so I think that guided me in understanding whether I want to go on academically to a PhD program or not. And that was a big question I wanted to answer this summer. Should I apply for a PhD program? And this program with Inhem has helped me decide that yes, I do want to pursue history academically in my career. And I don't think that I would have had the time or the vision for what a career in history could look like and how it could be a ministry if I hadn't had this internship.